Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is the TheAireaidLord. This is a gaming update for the 7th of November 2014. Yeah, November already. Even being in college, time seems to be flying. Regardless if I'm playing games or doing stuff, out with my friends or just work, time seems to be going by very quickly. And, yeah, I guess, there's that saying, make every second count and enjoy life. Because you never know what'll go by. However, I had some free time. This is actually kind of a low-key weekend here at my college, and my roommate's actually away, so I figured I have the room to myself for a little bit, so I figured that I would make this update just to give you guys a sense of what will be going on for I'd say the remainder of the year. Now, I might make another gaming update in December to kind of preview my Christmas footage that I'll most likely be making because I'll have winter break, so I'll have time to actually make footage for the channel again. But this video is I'm making it more in preparation for what's going to be occurring this November, especially next week and the week after. There's 2 weeks in particular where there are lots of games coming out, and I'm interested in a few of them. If you've noticed, in this fall gaming season, I really haven't purchased many of the games that have come out. And that is obviously a result of me being in college and not having time to play every single release. I did play a good majority. I don't want to say a majority, but I did play a couple of the major releases last year in 2013. But that was obviously a transition period for me to get, kind of figuring out how video games and the channel fell into my schedule. However, if I remember, I know I did GTA 5 because I was anticipating that game a lot. I did Beyond Two Souls, which I actually did co-op with my roommate. I did Call of Duty Ghosts, which was a big fucking mistake. What else did I do? I saved Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag until like the beginning of January, and I did it during my winter break. What else did I do? I think that might have been it. I know I skipped that Arkham game, the Arkham game that wasn't made by the Rocksteady. And there were a few others, but that was basically what I did gaming-wise last year at this time. And so this year's a bit different because there weren't many. I looked at the schedule for games, and there wasn't really anything I was particularly interested in for October. I know there were some games like The Evil Within, and I know there was, I don't know, I think there was like Shadows of... Actually, my roommate bought Shadows of Mordor, and he was playing that. I think he beat it, but I just wasn't interested in playing it. I didn't. It's too much. I mean, nowadays for games, it's too much of a time commitment. So it's easier for me just to play something that I can maybe grind in or screw around in, which is why Grand Theft Auto's there. Because if I come back and just for a few minutes want to just blow stuff up in Grand Theft Auto and then be done and then do homework or something else, that's usually what I do. So that's why it's easier for me. So the only game this fall season that I've actually purchased has been Destiny, which was, now that I know what the game's about, probably not a great choice. I mean, if you guys did see, since I made my last gaming update, I did release a review video for Destiny. I had just, when I made that review video a few minutes prior, I had been playing the game. And my roommate and I were just kind of ranting and venting about why they disliked Destiny. Actually, why the two of us disliked Destiny. Just because we thought the game just had a lot... It had so much potential, and it kind of just squandered it. Like, it had this non-existent story. The loot system was broken. The gameplay was repetitive. Like, just for a company that's done so well with Halo, it was just kind of surprising to see this game fall down the way it did. So I basically made a 29-minute rant video basically explaining why I was disappointed. A lot of other YouTubers did as well about this game. I think the consensus across the board, even IGN gave it a bad rating, so I think the consensus across the board that this game was a failure and a letdown in a lot of regards. So yeah, that game... The thing is, though, and I'm actually going to make and release this video, I don't know when I'll make it, but I'll definitely make it at some point. I'm going to show you guys the loot that I have in Destiny. Basically my character, like the armor that I have, the weapons that I have, you know, how much my armor is upgraded, my level. Because right now, I'll tell you, I don't know when I'm going to upload this video, because I haven't made it yet. I'm basically going to be taking a look at my character in Destiny. And I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that he has, as I just said. Currently, my character is a level 28, okay? And the main reason is, like I just said, I have not bought a new release since early September when this game came out, okay? So, now being November 7th, I have not purchased a new release since that game. So, when I screw around in my downtime, just for a few minutes with Destiny, I just grind, like, because every day they have the daily mission of the day. So I'll basically say, all right, beat the daily mission of the day. All right, that's enough Destiny. You know, maybe beat maybe the weekly heroic mission, beat that, then get off Destiny. So basically doing that, I've been able to accumulate Vanguard points and Vanguard marks, and I basically just use that to buy stuff for my guy so that he increases his rating. And that is pretty much how I've been able to get my rank up to 28. So the only thing is, I'm realizing that there was really not much reason for me to do that. Primarily because the only content in the game that I'm interested in playing is the raid mode. And there's currently only one raid out on Venus, but I don't have 5 people who can do it with me. Well, I guess I have my roommate and a couple of his friends, but I don't really have that raid takes like 30 minutes. That was like the shortest I saw online. 30 minutes was the shortest it took someone to beat that raid. It could take you hours to do it. And I actually did try it 1 or 2 times with a few people who wanted to try it with me. But after like 3 attempts trying to take down this one boss, I just gave up. I was like, this is too much of a time commitment. I don't have the time, and it's really difficult. So I said, fuck it. So, I mean, it's cool to play the raids, but they're just really, really difficult. And it's the only unique content that's been released for the game. And there's only one raid mode. And they've just released information regarding the DLC for Destiny that's coming out December, but it's a paid DLC, so I don't think I'm going to get that. To waste money and give these guys money where they don't deserve it is just not going to make sense. And there's games that I want to play that are coming up that I'm going to talk about right now. So that's basically what I've done in terms of new games. Just that one game, pretty much. And really, that's been it. So, let me see. I'm actually going to look at this release right here. Give me 1 second, guys. Ugh, stuffy nose. Fuck me and my stuffy nose. It sucks. But yeah. Haven't really had a cold. The weather's been getting a lot colder actually around here. It's starting to feel like winter. I don't know where you guys live, but especially in New England, it's starting to feel... It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, to quote Perry Como. Alright. So, the videos that I've uploaded since my last gaming update. Well, I started my new Matt is Good at the Game He Plays series, which is one of my... Actually, a group of my college friends that I'm living with right now, we got together and played old games. We're playing old games together, and we put it into a mashup, and then we upload it. Very positive reception for that. It currently has over 200 views and 7 likes, which I'm happy about. That was just my friends screwing around in GTA 4. We took my camera and pointed it at my TV screen, just like how I used to do my gameplay. And we all kind of gathered around the camera, and we recorded about 30 minutes just until my camera died. And then my friend actually took it upon himself to mash up the gameplay in a video editor and put it together, and he gave it to me. So a special thanks to him. Yes, The Walking Dead has started. I don't know if you guys have been tuning in to my Walking Dead Season 5 reviews. Right now I have 4 reviews because there's been 4 episodes that have aired. This Sunday there will be another one, which I'm anticipating. As you know, every Sunday, as soon as The Walking Dead ends at 10, when it goes 9 to 10 Eastern Standard, I upload a review for the episode. There are spoilers in it, and it's basically me and my roommate discussing what we liked and what we didn't, and what we think will happen in the next episode. I'm really liking it. Season 5 has been amazing so far. I like the direction they're taking, so definitely tune into that. I actually did a Halloween special this year in terms of footage that I did before. I did two videos actually. The first was a Street Fighter video because I actually dressed up as my main character, Mr. Bison, M. Bison from Street Fighter. I have a costume for M. Bison, and we had a Halloween dance at my college, and I wore that costume to the dance. And so I actually, prior to the dance, I dressed up in my costume, and I went on ranked in Street Fighter and did a 30-minute video, and basically did. Actually, this is the first time that I've ever done webcam with my video. Unfortunately, it was a little weird because for some reason XSplit was not picking up the signal of my Elgato when I was doing component with the 360. So I had to record my 360 via Elgato, and I had to record the XSplit stuff with my webcam separately. And then in Sony Vegas, I had to mash them together and kind of crop it in. And that was the only way I was able to do it. But I wanted to do it because it was a funny idea I've had for a few months. Some of my friends who play Street Fighter with me, I'm sure they wanted to see it, so that's why I did it. The other Halloween special I did was Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, the insanely overhyped, over-talked about horror game that came out back in late August that I thought, when I saw footage of it, I thought it was stupid. But it was only $2. It was actually half off in Steam, so I decided to download it, and me and four of my friends took turns playing it. And there's a 42-minute video of me doing. Every year I have a Halloween special. I think 2012 was the only year I have not done a Halloween special. In 2011, I did a Halloween special where I played on my iPod. I played this game called Zombieville. In 2013, I did a live stream on Twitch of Dead Space 1. I don't think I did the whole game. I did like the first 5 missions of Dead Space 1 because I've never played the first one. I've done playthroughs of Dead Space 2 and 3 on my channel, but I never did the first one, so I decided to play the first 5 missions of Dead Space 1 for my channel for Halloween 2013. And so this year, I felt what would be better than 2 different things. You get to see me playing Street Fighter in my costume, and also you get to see this hilarious Five Nights at Freddy's footage with my friends. So that was that, and then that's pretty much been it. Anything else that I've uploaded has just been random stuff, and it has had no purpose, rhyme, or reason to it. Yeah, some videos have been glitch videos, some videos have it's just been random stuff. And, actually, it's funny, because some people actually like the random glitch videos. I don't think my channel necessarily shined when I played all the games that I did prior. Me doing playthroughs, I don't know if that's necessarily what people want to see on my channel, and that was something I contemplated a lot last year. It obviously makes sense for me because that's what I'm used to doing, and I like to do playthroughs. Like, I actually genuinely like to do playthroughs, and there are some playthroughs of mine that I really enjoy doing, so there's no reason for me not to. So, anyway, I don't want to get off topic. I want to talk about 2 games that are coming out next week that I'm considering playing. No idea when I'm going to get a chance to play them because of work and all the other stuff that, goes into that. The 2 games are the Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One, which is basically the biggest thing I'm looking forward to in that is Halo 2 HD Remastered in 1080p with brand new cutscenes, brand new music, brand new skulls, brand new, everything. Just brand new, overhaul, amazing. The other game is Assassin's Creed Unity, which is the next Assassin's Creed game. There's actually 2 Assassin's Creed games coming out, but I'm not playing Rogue. I think it's stupid that Ubisoft is trying to get twice the amount of money out of people. I understand they're doing it to cater towards the 360 and PS3 because Unity is only on the next-gen consoles. I understand to an extent why they did that, but I'm only buying Unity. I am not buying Rogue. I got enough of the pirate sensation last year when I played Assassin's Creed 4. I don't need to play another pirate game. I'm sure it'll be good. I'll look up the story if there is some fucking story to it, but I want to play the next entry. I want to play Unity. I want to play the French Revolution. I love that time period from a history standpoint. I want to do that game. Now, I have decided to play the Master Chief Collection next week, probably the multiplayer. I'm not doing any campaign stuff as much as I do want to. I am not going to be. Here's what I'm planning on doing with my footage, okay? I am going to save Assassin's Creed Unity for my Christmas break, okay? Just like I did for Assassin's Creed 4, I played Assassin's Creed 4 at the end of December and the beginning of January. I think I am going to do the exact same thing for Assassin's Creed Unity. Um, I just think it makes sense. And the game has no multiplayer. Only a few missions offer 4-player co-op, and so I want to take the time to tackle the game. I don't want to be distracted by college stuff. When I'm on my break, I want to have time to dedicate myself to Assassin's Creed Unity. Okay. In terms of the Master Chief Collection, I'm going to be doing the Halo 2 HD, the remastered campaign. I'm going to be doing it with one of my brothers because we grew up playing Halo 2 on the original Xbox, and when I am home for Christmas, I am going to probably do an Halo 2 playthrough with them. Okay? I know it's going to be a month after the game's been out, and everyone's probably going to have fucking super HD amazing playthroughs on YouTube, but I'm going to be waiting because I want to play with the people that I experienced the game with for the first time. Okay, for nostalgia purposes. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, TheAireaidLord, you don't have an Xbox One. How the hell are you going to be playing the Master Chief Collection? Because it's only on the Xbox One. And to that, I say, well, the beauty of living with 7 other people, alright, is that one of my friends who lives with me actually has an Xbox One, and he's lending it to me to play the Master Chief Collection while I'm at college. I'm not bringing his console back to my house. For Christmas this year, me and my brother are going to be splitting it, because I'm going to let him have it, and I already have the PS4, so I don't really need to keep the Xbox One around. It's good enough for me to play it on breaks. But yes, in order to play the Master Chief Collection next week, I'm going to be using my friend's Xbox One, and that's how I'll be doing all the multiplayer for it, okay? So that's next week. You'll probably, all next week, you're probably just going to see HD multiplayer footage of Halo 2. I'm probably going to be trying to get back into the swing of Halo 2. It's going to feel so great and nostalgic to get back into that game again. Halo is my favorite multiplayer game of all time. I played it very competitively back when Halo 3 came out, and I can't wait to relive some old memories with Halo 2. So the week after that, I believe there are a lot of games coming out. The only one I'm necessarily interested in is Far Cry 4. I am probably going to be doing a Far Cry 4 playthrough as well. And I think I'm going to try to do my Far Cry 4 playthrough as soon as I possibly can. The week after Far Cry 4 comes out is Thanksgiving, and I will be on break for a brief period of time. So I will try to play some of Far Cry 4 for my channel. The only reason I'm going to be trying to dedicate more time to Far Cry 4 is because I'm not sure how many of you guys know this, but Far Cry 3 is actually my most popular playthrough I've ever done on my YouTube channel. If you go back and look at the views for my Far Cry 3 playthrough, I have the most views for that playthrough than any other playthrough I've ever done. I don't know why. I'm not sure how that happened, but for some reason, like every single video has over like 2,000, 5,000, like between 2,000 and 5,000 views, and some videos have over 10,000 views for some of these Far Cry 3 videos, okay? And I'm not sure if it's because of how I named it, because I named it, Far Cry 3 Walkthrough. As opposed to Playthrough, I actually did something different with Far Cry 3, because Far Cry 3 was actually my first playthrough with the Elgato Game Capture. In late 2012, I got the Elgato Game Capture in early December, and then Far Cry came out 2 weeks after that, and I actually got to try the Elgato out with Far Cry 3. And so I was experimenting, and I actually did a new strategy. I named the videos differently. I basically said, Far Cry 3 walkthrough, and I did the name of the mission. Like, I did it very differently. It wasn't the same as my usual playthroughs where I just say Part 5, Part 6. I mean, in the past, ever since then, I've tried to name my videos something rather than just a generic Part 6, Part 7. But, yeah. Far Cry 3, for whatever reason, did very well. Far Cry 4 is obviously the direct sequel, and I'm curious to see if the game does as well views-wise on my channel. Now, I don't want to make any unrealistic expectations because I know that was 2 years ago, and I know things could change, and I know the way the views shift on YouTube is very different. I know things don't always stay the same. Something that was popular 2 years ago on my channel maybe has no interest on my channel now. Maybe people aren't going to find my footage because there's so many other fucking YouTubers trying to do this because they all think they can make a living off of it and make money just like the huge YouTubers. So it's harder for me to get my content out there to people because of that. So I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to get people to watch my Far Cry 4 content. What I'm going to do is every video for Far Cry 4, I'm going to upload it and name it just like I did for Far Cry 3. Because the interesting thing about Far Cry 3 is that I actually didn't play the game until a week after it came out. Because the Dragonborn DLC for Skyrim came out. So I actually played that first because it only came out on 360 for some reason first. It came out on 360 first before PC and PS3, so I decided to do that. And then, so because of that, I didn't get to Far Cry 3 until a week later. So I'm curious to see how Far Cry 4 will do. From the gameplay that I've seen, it looks very similar to Far Cry 3. It just looks like it's in the Himalayas instead of on a tropical island. It looks like there's some sort of crazy villain, just like Voss in Far Cry 3. I just hope it's not a copy and paste. I hope that the game is not just like Far Cry 3.5, where we have pretty much the same gameplay except for elephants and little flying helicopter things. So that is my hope. I'm definitely going to be playing Far Cry 4, and I'm going to try to name it the same way. Maybe I'll cut out like me grinding, trying to upgrade my guns and my loot sack and my health and all the stuff that I did off camera for Far Cry 3. Maybe I'll do that for Far Cry 4. Maybe I'll make a video like I did in Far Cry 3. Oh, unlocking all the towers from the second island. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do stuff like that, just like I did for Far Cry 3, and I'll try to gauge the success of my Far Cry 3 content. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know it's very cutthroat nowadays, and I know there's already gameplay of Far Cry 4 out on the internet because Ubisoft has let some people play it already and upload it. So, who knows? But I don't care. I'm going to put my content up for my content. If you're a fan of my content, you can watch it. And I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. So that is the general strategy for me, and that's the general course of the videos I'm going to upload. Again, things can happen in unpredictable ways. Even so, I'm actually contemplating uploading this video on the 8th of November rather than the 7th, just so I can upload that video that I was talking about for Destiny on the 7th. Who knows? Lots of different things could happen. I don't really know how I'm going to do this. But, nonetheless, I appreciate you guys sticking with my content. I do see some fans coming back every now and then. Some fans I recognize from a while back, so I do appreciate that. It does mean a lot to me that even though I've had to take hiatuses because of college, and sometimes I go days without uploading a video, I do appreciate the fact that you guys still stick in with my content every now and then. And I will have more great gameplay. I'll have more, couch co-op with my friends. I'll have more Walking Dead reviews. I'll be doing stuff for the new games. And it's all going to be great. The last thing I want to mention is that, as you probably noticed, for the first time since I've done my channel, I did not play Call of Duty on release. I decided that I didn't want to play Advanced Warfare just because of how shitty Ghosts was. If I get Advanced Warfare, it won't be until Christmas. Just, that's going to have to be the way it is. As much as I don't like playing Destiny, Advanced Warfare is just a copy and paste of the Call of Duty. I know it's got the exosuit, it's got some new features to it, but I'm tired of giving Activision $60 every fucking year for a game that's pretty much the same shit. Like, honestly, Zombies is the only thing that I enjoy because it's very unique, and Treyarch does a good job with it. Hopefully I'll actually get to play that next year when finally the next Treyarch game comes out. But we'll see. It is what it is, and I will get to Call of Duty if I feel like it. I don't know if I'll feel like it, but if I do, then I do. Alright? During the holidays, I always have downtime, so I'll probably want to fill that time with gameplay, and as you just heard, I've got Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Master Chief Collection, Advanced Warfare if I decide to do that. Who knows? So, the possibilities are endless, And if I do get an Xbox One, then I'll probably start filming my updates on the Xbox One, because I know this has been a staple for me to record it from the Xbox 360 dashboard. It's been like the longest running theme for my channel since 2011, so I'm pretty much keeping almost a 4-year tradition by doing this, by having my gaming updates with my little fucking, you know, me sitting in front of the thing. You know, you don't get to see my face, all you see is my dashboard, but that's how I've always done it. I like it. I like staying consistent, and you don't have to see. I mean, I know a lot of people nowadays like to overlay their voices with gameplay, and oh, you know, look at the guy doing the gameplay. Here's your voice, and so whatever. I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to be like that. I want to be me. I want to be unique. So, thank you. Hopefully the video didn't go too long. Actually, it went 25 minutes. Of course, I always make these videos longer than they need to be. Thank you for sticking in with my content, and I shall see you guys later. Thanks.